Some baskets here. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to Travel with Washeke, and I'm going to be taking you through my trip from Nairobi to Kigali. This was me at the airport as I was waiting for my flight, which was delayed for 3 hours. I booked with Kenya Airways. I should have known better. I was supposed to go to a wedding right after, so I did some makeup and had a meal before I left. But even when I arrived, unfortunately I was so late I couldn't go to the wedding. We should talk about how expensive it is flying within African countries on the African continent, because my flight was $560. I mean, even though I traveled through the festive season, it shouldn't be this much.
They're so cute. Oh, okay. Baby's in Kigali.
I'm in Kigali. Literally.
Yes.
It's one of the bucket list countries I've wanted to go. And I've talked about it with Hope for the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
That I'm coming. Let's go to Kigali.
Look at that.
Let's go to Kigali. I am here now.
Yeah, we made
and
it.
Look who's recording. Can you turn the glass?
Yes.
How pretty is she? She came with flowers to pick me up.
You deserve it, baby boo.
Since I missed the wedding, my friend took me instead to the Kigali Convention Center, and then we went to Boho for a drink. But we had to go to bed because this next day we had a very long trip to Bigogwe, which was 3 hours long from Kigali, and we stopped at this amazing town that makes cookies, which are the best cookies I have ever tasted in my entire life. This was me arriving in Bigogwe and my friend, and the land is just green in Rwanda. These videos are not even doing it justice. Immediately we arrived, we saw the cows, but they were hurrying to feed us. They gave us nyama choma, they gave us fresh milk from the cows. I even learned how to milk because I forgot this. My uncle taught me back in the day. May his soul rest in peace, by the way. I lost him right before this trip. And he had taught me how to milk, but did I remember? No. So this whole experience you can find, I've linked this whole experience in the link below, mainly because I was not the one who paid for this part of the trip. I was also getting hosted by my friend and her family. First of all, look at how green this country is. And there's just like land that's just green. And they explained that they don't usually have a lot of cows on one piece of land so that it remains green. Which is good for the land. And some history about the land, it was owned by other people, but later reclaimed by the country and distributed to the locals, hence why it's green like this. I really wish Kenyan conservations or conservatories could follow the same project, the same logic, because I feel like there's so much land that could belong to Kenyans but it doesn't belong to Kenyans because of this. And I feel like the locals always take care of the land better. So yeah, I was always eating. From these videos you can just see me chewing. I was chewing my indi choma constantly. I was lying around and just like sunbathing, yapping with my friend. She's a favorite activity. I hadn't seen her from New York in like 3 months, and we used to like see each other almost every day. So yeah, and then we had to head back. So we walked around and then before we headed back, but this is my friend chilling, and there's gonna be some photos actually that you're gonna see that we took around the place. Of course we were seated secluded and just eating and yapping the whole time. The video where I milked Pamela, I think that's the name of the cow, and I did great. I think so. Here are some pictures. I really recommend this activity. It's a very zen activity. It's way more inexpensive than visiting the silverback gorillas is. It's refreshing. It's a nice like photo aesthetic place. And then my friend also liked playing, so she went and played with the locals there. That's her skipping and me yelling. And so that's the end of part 1 of my video. This was my favorite part or my favorite activity in Rwanda. mainly because I got to see the rest of Rwanda too. I hear a volcano. Stay tuned for part 2 for the rest of my trip in Rwanda. Thank you for watching.